When we talk about L-Arginine, we're really talking about one of the body's most important building blocks for blood flow. It's an amino acid, something your body already produces, but when taken as a supplement, it can play a surprisingly powerful role in sexual function. The secret lies in how it affects nitric oxide, or NO for short. Nitric oxide is a signaling molecule that tells your blood vessels to relax and widen, improving circulation throughout the body, including to the penis. Without enough nitric oxide, blood flow is limited, and that can make it difficult to achieve or maintain a firm erection, even if your testosterone levels are perfectly normal. Here's a simple way to picture it. Imagine the arteries supplying the penis like flexible pipes. When nitric oxide is released, those pipes expand, allowing a rush of oxygen-rich blood to fill the erectile tissue. The result, a firmer, longer-lasting erection. But if nitric oxide levels are low, whether from aging, stress, poor diet, or underlying health conditions, the pipes don't open as easily, and erection quality naturally declines. That's where L-Arginine comes in. It acts as the raw material for nitric oxide production, supporting the body's ability to open up blood vessels and promote that healthy, natural response. Now, it's important to understand that L-Arginine doesn't work in isolation. The pathway from L-Arginine to nitric oxide is complex and can be influenced by things like oxidative stress, inflammation, or even how well your body metabolizes certain nutrients. For example, someone who eats a diet high in processed foods or who doesn't get enough antioxidants may not convert L-Arginine efficiently. That's why some people notice impressive results, while others may feel little to no difference. Still, the science behind it is compelling. By improving endothelial function, the health of the inner lining of blood vessels, L-Arginine helps restore one of the body's natural erection mechanisms. It's not about forcing an erection chemically, like Viagra does, but rather about optimizing the body's own physiological process. That's what makes it so appealing. It's a more natural approach that addresses the root cause, poor blood flow, rather than just the symptom. And that's why understanding L-Arginine and nitric oxide isn't just about boosting performance. It's about supporting overall vascular health, because what's good for your blood flow is good for your erections too. When we look at the research on L-Arginine, the results tell an interesting story. Over the past 2 decades, dozens of clinical studies have explored whether supplementing with this amino acid can genuinely improve erectile function. And while not every study has shown dramatic effects, there's a clear trend. For many men, especially those with mild erectile dysfunction or early vascular issues, L-Arginine can make a noticeable difference. The reason lies in how it complements the body's own chemistry. As we discussed earlier, L-Arginine serves as a precursor to nitric oxide, which helps blood vessels dilate and increases circulation. In men whose nitric oxide pathways are slightly impaired due to aging, stress, or metabolic problems, supplementation can help restore that function. Several studies have found that doses around 3 to 6 grams per day improved erection hardness, satisfaction, and overall sexual performance, particularly when combined with other synergistic compounds like pycnogenol or L-Citrulline. These combinations seem to amplify nitric oxide production even more efficiently than L-Arginine alone. But science always demands balance and context. Not every man experiences the same results, and the differences often depend on the severity of erectile dysfunction. In severe cases, where nerve damage, diabetes, or advanced vascular disease are involved, the body's ability to use L-Arginine effectively is reduced. That's why some studies show only modest benefits. It's not that the supplement doesn't work. It's that the body may not have the right conditions to respond. It's also worth noting that L-Arginine's impact reaches beyond sexual health. Many clinical trials have demonstrated improvements in blood pressure, arterial stiffness, and overall cardiovascular function. Since erections are a direct reflection of vascular health, it's not surprising that men who improve their circulation through L-Arginine often report better sexual performance as a side effect. In fact, some researchers argue that the supplement's greatest strength lies in supporting endothelial health, which benefits both the heart and the penis simultaneously. So, while L-Arginine isn't a miracle cure, the evidence supports its role as a valuable part of a comprehensive strategy, especially for those looking to enhance performance naturally and improve their overall vascular health. It's a reminder that sexual wellness is deeply connected to how well your circulatory system functions, and that by improving one, you often strengthen the other. When it comes to achieving stronger, longer-lasting erections, L-Arginine is just one piece of a much bigger puzzle. The truth is, sexual performance is rarely about a single supplement. It's the sum of how your body, hormones, and lifestyle work together. Low libido or weak erections often stem from multiple factors acting at once, and if we only focus on one, we miss the real story. One of the most overlooked elements is hormonal balance. Testosterone plays a vital role in sexual desire and stamina, but so do other hormones like cortisol, prolactin, and even thyroid hormones. When you're under chronic stress, your cortisol levels stay elevated, which can suppress testosterone and reduce nitric oxide availability. The result: less drive, less sensitivity, and weaker erections. In this case, no amount of L-Arginine will help unless you also manage the stress that's disrupting your hormones in the first place. Medications are another major piece of the equation. Antidepressants, especially SSRIs, are well known for reducing libido and making it difficult to achieve orgasm. Similarly, certain blood pressure medications and even hormonal contraceptives can alter how the body responds sexually. These drugs can change how nitric oxide functions, blunt sensation, or shift hormonal balance, all of which make it harder to feel aroused or maintain firmness. That's why men who combine L-Arginine with lifestyle adjustments often see better results. It's not just about improving blood flow, but about restoring balance across multiple systems. Diet, sleep, and physical activity are equally powerful. A diet high in processed foods and low in antioxidants can damage blood vessels, reducing their ability to produce nitric oxide naturally. On the other hand, regular exercise, especially cardiovascular workouts, boosts nitric oxide levels, enhances testosterone, and supports healthy blood flow. Even something as simple as 7 to 8 hours of sleep per night can drastically improve sexual response and recovery. The bottom line is that sexual health reflects overall health. If your energy, mood, and lifestyle aren't aligned, no supplement, no matter how promising, can fully correct that imbalance. L-Arginine works best as part of a holistic approach that supports your body's natural chemistry, hormonal stability, and vascular health. Because when all those factors are working together, the results don't just show up in the bedroom, they transform your confidence and vitality everywhere else. Now that we understand how L-Arginine works and the factors that influence its effectiveness, it's time to talk about safety, smart dosing, and how to use it wisely. Because even though it's a natural supplement, it still affects critical pathways in the body, especially blood pressure and vascular tone. Using it correctly can make all the difference between seeing meaningful results and wasting your effort. Most clinical studies suggest that the optimal daily dose of L-Arginine for erectile benefits falls between ** 3 to 6 grams per day ** divided into 2 or 3 doses. Taking it on an empty stomach helps absorption, since amino acids compete with each other for transport in the gut. However, more is not always better. Doses above 9 grams per day can cause gastrointestinal discomfort, bloating, or even a drop in blood pressure, especially in people who already take medications for hypertension or heart disease. And that brings up a crucial point, L-Arginine isn't for everyone, If you're taking nitrates, blood pressure medications, or erectile dysfunction drugs like sildenafil, Viagra, or tadalafil Cialis, combining them with L-Arginine can amplify the effects of nitric oxide too much, leading to dizziness or dangerously low blood pressure. That's why it's essential to consult with a healthcare professional before starting any new supplement, especially if you have heart issues, diabetes, or are taking prescription medications. Beyond dosage, quality matters. Not all supplements are created equal. Look for third-party tested brands that clearly state purity and dosage on the label. Combining L-Arginine with L-Citrulline may further enhance its effect, since L-Citrulline converts to L-Arginine in the body more efficiently and helps maintain higher nitric oxide levels. Longer periods, this combination often provides smoother, more consistent results than either supplement alone. Finally, it's important to remember that supplements work best when paired with a healthy foundation, regular exercise, a diet rich in fruits and vegetables, and good sleep hygiene. These habits naturally boost nitric oxide production and make your body more responsive to supplementation. So, while L-Arginine isn't a magic fix, it can be a powerful ally when used intelligently. By respecting your body's limits, choosing quality products, and maintaining a balanced lifestyle, you're not just improving erections. You're supporting your entire cardiovascular system, enhancing performance, and building a foundation for lasting sexual health and confidence.